1, 2, 3, funky.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you
Hey guys, so it is 3 months later and I finally got the motivation to do my bullet journal again. Anyway, so I didn't really make a proper intro, but this isn't really, I wouldn't really call it a bullet journal just because, I don't know, it doesn't really, what I did didn't really seem like a bullet journal-y kind of type of thing, you know, I don't know. But anyway, so here I am writing down 2020 and it's a year at a glance. It's basically like highlights of the year, you know, and it's just great to look back at the end of 2020, what has happened, you know, especially with everything that's going on. And I just decided to write stars at the end. Okay, so now we're moving on to still my goal spread that I did not finish last time. But here I am outlining the speech bubbles, and I also want to apologize for the very terrible angle that you're seeing right now. I was being stupid and I thought I could just turn the view upside down, you know, and it just does not look good. So yeah, hopefully next time I'll be able to learn from my lesson. And I also wanted to apologize for my tripod that just kept going like upwards, I think. So here I am finishing the other side of my goal spread. So for the first speech bubble, I wrote spiritual, and for my second speech bubble, I wrote financial. So in the next spread, I am doing pictures of 2020. It's basically like highlights of the year, but in pictures form. I'm not so sure if I thought of this on my own or if I just got it from someone else. So I'm so sorry. But at the end of the year, I decided to choose 6 of the most like memorable photos that I have and just stick it here. Okay, so moving on to another spread. And for this time, I am doing quote and Bible verse of the year. Something that will just like inspire me throughout 2020. And yeah, so here I am putting out these letter like sticker blocks. I don't know what you call them, but I just decided to write the word quote on my own later on because these stickers are just like really bulky. And I also wrote verse, just like how these stickers were designed. So I just use washi tape as a border, and inside the washi tape, that's where I'm gonna write the quote and verse of the year. Okay, so for the spread, I am doing a YouTube one. So at the end of each month, I just decided to list down my subscriber count, and at first I was hesitant on doing this just because I don't really like counting my subscribers, you know, how many like subscribers I have, but I just thought it'd be cool to see, you know, how much I grew and which month I grew the most and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so moving on to my favorite spread ever. So this time I am doing a movie spread. I have been wanting to do this for so long. So anyway, so here's me writing the word movies as a title. And yeah, I don't know where I got this. Oh, I got this from Common Room, I think. Like these little movie film strips thing. I don't know what you call these. I'm so sorry. Okay, so at first I wanted to use these like movie tickets, but I don't know, I just wanted to save them for a much better use. So I just decided to use it as an outline, and I just decided to write down the movies in that little yellow box and just, you know, design it as an actual movie ticket. So I got this idea off Pinterest where I write down love it, like it, meh. It's like a alright movie or don't like it at all. And it's just a great way for me to see like if I like this movie or if ever I want to watch it again, you know. So the first movie that I watched this year was Cats, and y'all already know, you guys probably have heard the reviews already, and my pen just speaks for itself. And I don't know why, I just had so much expectation for this film just because I recently watched the play. Okay, and the second movie that I watched for this year is Spies in Disguise, and this is a cartoon movie, and for an animated movie this is actually really nice. It's the one starring Will Smith and Tom Holland, and my dad actually liked it as well. Okay, and I apologize for the very terrible angle right now. I did not realize my tripod was going upwards already. But anyway, so my second film is Dolittle, and I guess this is an alright movie, and yeah, it's alright. Okay, so I am going for a normal speed for this clip because I am going to be talking about this fourth film that I have watched, and it is Little Women. Okay, so I am talking while smiling, which is crazy, I know, but I just love this film so much, and I don't think I've ever watched a trailer so much right after I watched the movie. It's just so good, and I fell in love with so much people after this film. You know, Timothée Chalamet, Saoirse Ronan, Florence Pugh. It's literally so good. You can literally just see me doing a good sign in my hands. And if you guys are able to watch this film, please do, because it is just such a good movie, and it's just so good, you know. Okay, so the last film that I watched this year, unfortunately, was Onward. And honestly, if I had to pick between if I would want to watch Onward or Dolittle, it would be Onward. Onward is another cartoon movie starring Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, and this movie teaches so much lessons. And if you guys have siblings or if you have kids or something, I don't know, please watch it because it is so good. Okay, so of course, if there's a movie side, there is a Netflix side. So I'm not really much of a Netflix person. It's mostly literally my parents right now. They've been watching K-dramas for like the past days, weeks even. Okay, so here I am doing another outline of this, I don't know, like those action thingies. Oh my gosh, I'm so uncultured. Anyway, so here I am just outlining, and again, I'm so sorry for the angle. I am just not self-aware of the things that is happening. Okay, so for the first Netflix, like it's not really a series nor a movie, but it is a documentary. So the first Netflix documentary that I've watched, and I think the first documentary I've ever watched, is Miss Americana. And oh my gosh, I watched Miss Americana when I was taking my social media break, and this documentary made me want to express my feelings in social media, and made me want to re-download Instagram once again. But I don't know, this just changed my whole perspective on Taylor Swift, and I've loved her, and I loved her even more now. So yeah, you guys should definitely go watch it. If you know, this documentary will definitely change your view in Taylor Swift, and this documentary made me want to listen to her songs once again. So the first Netflix film that I watched for this year is Marriage Story, and this is the one starring Adam and Scarlett, and it's so true. The acting in this is so good. And yeah, if you guys are just like old enough to watch it, or I don't know, if you guys just want to watch it, go watch it. It's about divorce and all that kind of relationship stuff. I don't think I appreciate this film as much just because I am still young, and I still got much to learn. But anyway, this film definitely taught me a lot. Okay, so the second movie that I watched for this year is Overcomer, and Overcomer is actually, I think, was like released 2 years ago, and I watched this in my guidance class, like a quarter of it, and my parents actually watched it first, and they were like, "Hey, you gotta watch this, it's so good." And yeah, it's really nice. I feel like every Christian movie just never fails me. It makes me cry all the time. It makes me I feel like it just strengthens my faith all the time. And you guys should definitely watch it. Go watch it. Out of all these three, I think Overcomer is what you should definitely watch. Okay, so for this spread, I am doing People I Appreciate. And this spread is just really important to me because, There are like times where I feel like I don't appreciate people that much, and I just thought maybe like in a certain day where there's certain classmate helped me with my homework, there's certain family member checked up on me, and I don't know, when you feel like sometimes the whole world is just against you, or you think everyone's mad at you, this is a really good like, you know, spread to look at and say, hey, there are actually people out there that cares about you and just wants to help you, you know, and you guys should definitely do this. It could be just in your notes, you know, in your phone, and you know, just to, it's a good way to look back on the people who has helped you in the past. Okay, so for this spread, I am doing a story a day. So it's not really necessarily like a story, you know. It's mostly like a short story in one sentence. So this just helps me just like remind me of the things that I did, you know. For example, that day I tried doing the Milo Dalgona and it just failed, and that's like a good memory to remember. And there are times where I forget things, and this is just a really great way to just, you know, remember the things that you do in your life. Okay, so next, this is what I have been doing ever since before, which is highlights of the month. So as you can tell, I really love doing like highlights and the important memories and stuff. But yeah, so basically here you can see I am finally using like those action thingies. Again, I do not know what you call those, but I use the title as like what I felt for that month, you know. And so for example, for January I wrote an unexpected dream come true, and it's because I actually if you guys watch my video, I got an interview with a director, and I thought that's something I would never do, so you guys should definitely watch the video if you haven't. And I just did it with the next couple of months, you know, February to April. Okay, so for this spread, it's not really a spread, it's just like a page, but it is a another kind of like a highlights page, but this time to the countries that I've been to. So for example, this, I went to Thailand, and I used like the sticker that looks like a boarding pass, and I wrote down who I was with and the date that I went there, and I just wrote down like the things that we did in that certain country. Okay, so I didn't really fill in the boxes that I made a while ago for the quotes and verse page. But anyway, so the quote that I placed isn't really a quote, I guess. It's more of a saying. But I got this from the movie Overcomer, the one I watched on Netflix. And it is, when you find your identity in the one who created you, it will change your whole perspective. And I feel like you will only get this once you watch the movie. So please watch this. It's the quote is just so refreshing, and you just feel so relieved. And yeah, please do watch it, because the one who said this really, his life really just changed once he found himself in Christ. Okay, so the Bible verse that I chose for my bullet journal is from Luke chapter 12, verse 22 to 23. And it said, "Then Jesus said to his disciples, 'Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothes.'" And I don't know, this verse just spoke to me, because I feel like a lot of us just worry so much. And you know, coming from me, I literally worry about every single thing. And this verse just tells me that, you know, do not worry, for Jesus is just always with you. And Jesus tells us to not worry about our life too much, or you know, about our body, because as we are growing up, especially like girls and stuff, we're just, I guess, are conscious about our body and the things that we wear. If it's nice, it's nice, you know, because people's opinions about you doesn't really matter, and the only opinion that matters is Jesus' opinion. And if you're living your life through him, through Christ.